I enjoy collecting and observing before I give a response or a reaction to anything that I set my eyes on. I'm a firm believer in being true and transparent to myself whenever I'm in front of the camera, just for the purposes of being very open and honest about my views, whether or not you care to hear them or not. This one is another story that resonated with me to the point that I couldn't ignore it. Let's get into it. Children in single parent homes are never a good thing for society or the community, no matter how much social media, no matter how many subsidiaries, no matter how many infrastructures are built and created to give support to single mothers or single fathers. I do not advocate for single parenthood. However, the topic has been going in circulation forever and is never going to stop. I don't know if there's a solution to it. I don't know if the solution that has been presented is the solution to it. Because we can have answers to every single problem that is presented and still ignore it and choose to do what we want to with what we are given. That's usually my experience from dealing with human beings most of the time because we've already established our own way of living. We've allowed the environment to dictate how we justify our decision making and the consequences thereof. This is no different. This young brother has gone viral for a song that pretty much mocks single parenthood of mothers who got into relationships with guys for various reasons. I'm not really here to pick a side. I have two different opinions on this and two different views on it. So I'll start here with the brother who went viral. I have absolutely no issue with his song, his lyrics. Uh, he took something that is prominent in the U.S. and all over the world and found a way to monetize off of it. In today's market, you have to do whatever it is that you have to do to take care of yourself. They really just don't allow us to live comfortable. Shout out to that brother. I believe his name is Brandon Jamal. I don't want to misquote, mispronounce. I don't want to slaughter that brother's name. This isn't about bashing anyone. Really, my thoughts on it is, hey, what you're doing to me can be looked at in two ways. You could see this as he's taunting them for making poor decisions, or you could look at it as he's mocking them for making poor decisions, and this is his way of using shaming tactics to prevent younger generations from going down the same path as the women that are of our age and up. That's for you really to decide. My issue beyond the proposed
About
disposition, the message behind
isn't
the video is more about what it actually did to this brother's attitude. So he went on Fresh and Fit, and Fresh and Fit is pretty much a red pill channel, in my opinion, that pretty much discusses relationships. They cover a
they
multitude
talk
of
about
things. If you
finances.
really want to know who they are, I did a video about how I feel on red pill content. If you want to check that one out, but my issue here is so he gets on. They have him come out. I don't even want to go into the story. They bring him out. He goes viral. He's a household name at this point. He has sound bites of his song. So now they're looking at that as a way to capitalize off of his fame and to bring in more people, viewers. It's a retention game. I get it. Whatever's hot, whatever's of some type of value, let's capitalize off of it. Before that even was a thing, they weren't thinking about him, but they brought him on. He comes on. He's sitting there with Tommy. He's sitting on there with Fresh and Fit and a few ladies. They're doing what they typically do up there, which is clown joke. They discuss male masculinity, femininity, leadership, and who follows all that. They talk about all that. Well, at some point, I guess he felt like he was famous enough to pop and interrupt and interfere and just getting. He was just all over the place, cussing the guest out, calling them all types of bitches, blah blah blah. I don't know him from a can of paint, but from my observation and from what I've heard and what I read, I think that little success got to his head. I never understood why someone who didn't have it before, when they get it, they don't end up knowing how to handle themselves once they have that opportunity. It's always blown my mind the way that a person changes. You used to be humble, now you're just an asshole. See, my the thing with this video is the song went viral. People are indifferent about it. Some people think it's funny. Some people understand the severity behind the message. People want to get them banned and removed. However, you want to look at this story in itself, it's all to me a marketing tool. You don't really necessarily care. I don't think a lot of these people care. I think they just use our pain and our ability to constantly destroy our blessings and hinder our blessings and to create chaos and destruction. And they use all that stuff against us to capitalize off of the algorithm so that they can line their pockets up. I've always felt that way in these particular cases, because if you really cared so much, why not then do something outside of going on a platform that is well known for pretty much going against the realities and truths. Some things are true, some things aren't. I don't agree with everything that I see in the red pill community. And the single parent, single mother home thing is real. It's not something to joke about. I don't find anything funny. I don't think every single woman that's a single parent was a single parent because they made a horrible decision or a horrible choice. I believe it falls on both parties. But then again, the truth is, women choose these dickheads and choose these guys, man, that they think are the top of the totem pole, overlooking the good guys, overlooking the ones that's safe and quiet, and they're reserved and they about their business and about they ignore them and then lay down with the guy that really don't mean no good to them. And then we're here, and then we have that song, and then we have a community that creates this segue for guys like him to make a lane for himself. Now you can't say nothing to him. He's made it. He's big. Maybe he would say that his success started way before this. For all I know, he has businesses and he has money that extends beyond TikTok and social media. So let me go ahead and stop and say that first. At the same time, though, if you're going to get up here and have these discussions, make sure that you are respectful of the platform, you're respectful of the guest, the host. There's ways to have these discussions without being belligerent and acting like a child. Like just you just got your fresh new toy and you don't know what to do with yourself. So I want to know what the message really is behind his work, behind what he does. And I want to know how people feel about his content. I want to know how you feel about his content. Is it harmful? Is it helpful? Was his interviews stemming on the stories behind getting on Fresh and Fit a part of this whole thing? So you look at it from a long term position. It's like they Wait a minute. Sorry. Hold on. Where we at? So this is what I noticed, and I try my best not to do this. Content creators, they get on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, they scan the news for articles. They want to find a subject matter that is going to touch the community, that is going to grab their attention, and they scour for hours. They sit here for hours scrolling and scrolling until they find something that they actually want. And then when they find it, then what's next? How do we capitalize all of this? That's what happened here. That's why I asked the question: was this really about anything that's going to be helpful for us, or is this really just a marketing tool, the blueprint, the science behind
by
how every
capitalizing
content
off
creator
another
finds
person's
success to continue to push their motives and their agenda further
the other
by
person
using
benefits
the
from
other
them,
person, and
and
it just is a fair trade. But in the fair trade, are they really? I think it's all BS though. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Let me know. Someone tell me if I'm tripping. But do me a favor. I just wanted to get this one out the way, man, because some of these people just should not even be getting the. Maybe I shouldn't say that. No, no, scratch that, scratch that. I should be saying that some of these people should not be getting the notoriety that they're getting at all. Now, you be the judge of that. How do you feel about that? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section.